All right, now as we welcome you back, as promised, my good buddy, the co-owner and general manager with Ballparks, National Lake of the Ozarks, Jeff Fernetti. What's going on, buddy?
Good to be here as always. Love it.
A little bit of a crazy weather here this time of season, but luckily for you guys at Ballparks, that doesn't change a darn thing. So we're going to get right into it. Some pretty exciting news. I've been seeing it all over local media and on your guys' Facebook, but you guys have launched the Sportsmanship initiative. So I'll let you take it away and tell me what's going on.
Well, I'm excited about it just because it's, we've always, once we built the facility, always wanted to just try to be a leader in a number of different things. And I think we've done that the way we provide food and beverage and customer service and other things. But I think what we were always lacking, and something that I've wanted to lead the charge in, is just playing the game the right way. I know that you guys, with how much sports you do here, and especially the high school sports, you get to see all the great things about it. Yeah. But a lot of people just don't see the negative sides to youth sports. And it's just this growing trend in the industry. And it's not just baseball and softball. You see it in basketball and football, of not only the abuse of refs, but then the referees or officials or umpires in our case, giving it right back to fans. So it's a real two-way street. The umpires have a tendency, a lot of places, to think they're major league umpires. Coaches think that these guys aren't human and they're not going to miss a balls and strikes. Right. So it's just this growing trend, unfortunately, of our children watching adults yell at each other about, at the end of the day, something that's not as important as really learning how to play the game. So came up with this. I had the idea a few years ago, but we wanted to get the park going and stuff. And we've been real lucky. We have had very few ejections. We've had no problems. We've never had a fight there, knock on wood. So it's, it's not like, oh my God, we have all these problems, let's do something about it. It was more of why we hear umpires aren't coming back. Yeah. The national trend is 80% of all officials, they only officiate 3 years and then they stop. They never come back, they quit. So high school umpires and officials everywhere, you can't find them. And as we expand, we were really concerned about that. So we've launched this initiative where umpires will be rated by coaches and fans on everything from appearance to professionalism to rules knowledge. But then we flip the script, and umpires can actually also rate and review coaches. And what we hope that that's going to do is really build a synergy between the two groups. And the real neat thing is we partnered with Baseballism. They're a national sports brand that they've got stores all over Busch Stadium, Wrigley Field, and also Field of Dreams. They have licensing deals with a bunch of people. And they've jumped in as our national sponsor, and they're providing gift bags for all the kids. So what we're doing is we're going to pick one team each event that might not necessarily even win a game, but they played the game the right way. So this past weekend, we had our first ever team get it. A team just walloped another team. Those things happened, and they invited the team that they beat to pray after the game and huddle up, and they were high-fiving each other. They weren't bragging that they just beat somebody in a 12U baseball game. So those are the kind of things we hope to start seeing, and then we hope people jump on board and do this with us.
This is really cool because in the growing trend of me in our society, and that obviously rolls into things like sports and our extracurricular activities. This is neat because what I've noticed about young kids is if they're like this, it's because it's what they've seen in their modeling. But when they're reminded or there's a level of intentionality to show them to do it the right way, they actually want that. They want to do it differently, that they have not been showed to do it.
Yeah, and you will see the teams that we have had problems with, or the dugouts where the coaches will be on the field or be on the umpires. You see, unfortunately, the kids follow suit. They're mouthing a little bit too much. They feel like they're adults. And again, we're talking for the most part on the boys' side, 10, 11, and 12-year-old boys and girls up to high school, but still, these aren't adults that are playing. So I think that we, the coaches, my staff, but more importantly, the umpires can all work together to really make sports a good experience. Look, we have an elite facility, but it's not always for the elite player. So we have just as many recreational kids as we do kids that might be going on to play college sports. So we want to teach the kids that are even at the rec level, when they're done playing, take this good behavior into your real life and enjoy adult behavior without yelling at people all the time. Look, it's never going to stop. We're not going to do this and go kumbaya and think that everyone's going to stop yelling. But hopefully if we can continue this trend and get back to what we're supposed to be doing. We've also adopted a zero tolerance policy this year for teams that don't behave the right way. I guess it's a luxury of the fact that we have a waiting list and we have demand. I don't know. I mean, truth be told, that we would be able to do that if we needed every team we could take. But we're in the position now that we don't. So if teams aren't behaving the right way and are abusing the umpires, they're not welcome back ever. And so I think the only objections we're going to see is getting teams out of there that we don't want to have a suit. It sets a bad example too for we got vacationers. We just hit our 19th state. Teams from 19 states are coming to play here. I don't want their experience to be, I played this team and all they did was yell. We just don't want that. And it's supposed to be fun, right? So I'm really proud of the staff and everybody, but we gave it out for the first time, and it was just so neat to see these kids. You won something without having to win a game. But these are not participation trophies. This is not like, hey, everybody leaves here happy. No, we're looking for those that are special that hopefully will influence others.
And that's neat too. You mentioned the first recipient, a team that won big but wanted to pray with the other team.
Yeah, and they went to the other team and asked them, and like that team had just got beat. We've all been there. We've all been beat bad in a game.
Yeah.
And the last thing you want to do is talk to the winners, and they were like, no, come on. And so again, this is not necessarily even a faith-based thing, but we just thought, boy, what a great time that was the first team we gave it to.
That's really cool. And I know we're limited on time. We only got about a minute left, but I wanted to bring up, you said kind of the opportunity and availability to be selective at this point. And that is a far cry from when you and I first met. And so I want to ask, Jeff, we saw the growth and the expansion over the last couple of years. Are you surprised with how quick you guys have got to this level?
Yes and no. I'm pleasantly surprised. I was the type of person that always didn't want to jinx anything, so I don't even like that question, Will, to be honest with you.
I should know better.
I'm very humbled that it's been this. I did not think we'd be expanding this soon. I didn't think that we would be in this position this early, but I thought we would be there. I'm really glad that we are. But we wouldn't have done this if we didn't think it was going to be successful and get to the point where we need to get to. But no, I'm really excited we're doing it in year 3.
And I want to make sure you guys know that you guys are just kind of scratching the surface.
Yeah, just starting.
With Ballparks National, and of course there's the LOZ sports training that's separate but also involved. Congratulations on the expansion and a couple of those new hires. I saw you guys landed Jeff Shore.
Oh, super excited about that. LOZ sports training is our business for locals. So I do have some synergy there, but they're 2 separate companies. But we're expanding that. It's right there in Osage Beach, and we're adding football and soccer training. And I thought, boy, who would be better to start our football training than Jeff? He's retired now.
Yeah.
I was like, you can't just be on the dock fishing all the time. So he's going to work with quarterbacks and receivers, and then he's going to find some coaches in the area to help with linemen and defense and whatnot. And then we're going to do the same for every sport and hopefully continue to build that as well. It's great to see the local teams, though, like Camdenton softball.
Yeah.
How good are they doing? Well, it's ironic that those girls are always there training, always taking lessons. The two go hand in hand. So extra training gets the athletes better.
That's awesome. Now, the only thing I got to say before I let you go is it's a great hire, but you beat me to the punch because we were going to go after Jeff Shore as well.
He's got plenty of time. He's retired now. He makes his own schedule with me. So don't tell him, don't let him fool you that that I've got him bogged down. No, you use him all you want. It'd be great.